geography can be a matter of life and death. Geography can really have an impact on health outcomes.
Very sad, the color of care. It's not something new. This is something that this inequity, this disparity, has been with us from the beginning. The COVID epidemic has really brought it to life, really brought it to the front of the news and to the front of everybody's mind. Katrina, 2005. We have here the dots. Every dot is 20 households without a car. These are the black community, the parish of Orleans, the Orleans parish, where 70% of all the deaths in Katrina took place in that concentrated area. And what do we have there? We have a community that had no way to escape the water. They drowned in dry land. No cars, and the public transportation broke down very rapidly. It was good only for a day or so before things really got bad. So things like Katrina have been happening throughout the time immemorial. Our cities, this is DC, we see that in the same line, subway lines, you have up in this end, where it's primarily white, you have life expectancy of 77 years. The average salaries are $147,000 per year. You come down and you get to this part below the river, this part of DC, the life expectancy goes down to 57. Now, how could, you talk about, well, in this country, life expectancy is 57, this other country, 77. But this is like in the same small city. I mean, DC is not a huge city. So, why is that? Why is there this kind of difference? I mean, this is not South Africa, where you had apartheid that was state controlled and state dictated. This is an apartheid that is driven by structural racism. Structural racism has set the boundaries that have created neighborhoods of people of color who have shared in poverty and in grief in many aspects of their life, most aspects of their life. Structural racism is government, but it's not just government. School segregation, home ownership, trying to get a house loan. If you're black, don't even try. Redlining, the creation of the suburbs, moving the whites to the suburbs, and the decaying central city, staying black. Urban renewal, or as we call urban removal, where communities are broken up and people are moved and people are displaced and brought into areas of concentrated poverty. Public housing, I mean, need I say more, the conditions in the public housing. So we see that through the government and industry, it's not just the government, it's industry, the society, the structural racism has created almost like an apartheid, a geographic variation in terms of who lives and who dies, who lives to 77 and who lives to 57.